88.9 FM, strictly hip-hop, Ock up in here. Now, I'm not exactly for Dolo Solo. I'm running things for Dolo Solo, but I got some special guests in the building. I've been talking about it, and here they are. I'm talking about the brothers, the creators, the men behind the scenes of the DVD Paused in Time in the building, Cost Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? What's happening?
What's going on, man?
What's the deal?
Chilling, man. Just promoting out here, promoting.
Y'all finished.
Yeah.
I remember when y'all came up and asked, like, yo, you know, we trying to get y'all on the DVD. And now y'all got a finished product.
Yeah, no doubt.
Paused in Time. Now, you know, you had to forgive me, right? Because I don't think I remember, like, when y'all actually came in, I don't remember y'all having that title. So is that something y'all came up with after you got all of the footage together, or you all had that title flat out going into it?
Well, it was originally called Thank God for Hip Hop. And, you know, due to certain circumstances within hip hop, period, you know, just different types of music that was going on, different things going on in hip hop, we just felt as though the title Pause in Time fit better, you know, because everything sounded the same at the time. So kind of during production of the DVD, the title went under a name change.
Okay.
So when we came up here, it wasn't official yet, but it was still in the works.
All right. You know, I want y'all to introduce yourselves to the people. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying Cost Entertainment, but introduce yourselves individually, you know, so the people can, if they haven't seen the DVD, you know, get to know who y'all are.
Well, I'm J.O., one of the producers and CEOs of the Cost Entertainment.
Well, I'm Jalen, also a producer, CEO of Cost Entertainment. I'm also an artist and a songwriter also.
Okay.
My name is Timothy Cooper, co-director on the project and also producer, co-CEO.
That's what it is. So, yo, you said as y'all were moving along, went through the name change.
Right.
And the reason why I asked that question, like, yo, I don't remember the joint being called Paused in Time, like when y'all first came through, because once I found out y'all was finished, like that name just stuck out, like Paused in Time. So what made y'all decide, okay, this is going to be the title of the project?
Well, it was just different things going on, really. Stuff that was reflecting in the Baltimore hip-hop scene and just the hip-hop period. Like I was saying, I just feel as though a lot of the music that we were hearing sounded the same. A lot of the hip-hop DVDs that we were seeing, you know, everything was redundant. It was the same thing. So we just felt it was pausing time. You know, it was standing still. And hopefully, you know, we're looking for our DVD and a soundtrack to the DVD called Pause in Time also to press play on hip-hop.
Okay, so that's the goal. It's for people to press play on hip-hop.
Press play on hip-hop.
You got to elaborate, because, you know, it's probably somebody listening right now. Like, what they mean? Like, I got CDs in my car. You know, what do you mean? Like, you had to break it down, press play on hip-hop. What do you mean when you say that?
I mean, pretty much, just basically, like you said, everything is basically the same thing now. It's real redundant. So, like shows like yours, you know, y'all cater more to a, you know, conscious per se, or, you know, a different style of hip hop.
Okay.
Nowadays, because, you know, on the radio, mainstream anyway, all you basically hear is the same thing.
Songs.
Exactly. You hear the same for an hour or 2 hours. You done heard the same songs about 3 times, and it's, you know, it's redundant. It's ridiculous, really. So
basically, are y'all saying, yo, you can press play on some other stuff? Like,
yeah, no doubt. Something, you know, something with some substance, maybe, you know.
And plus, on top of that, it's something new because it's the Baltimore hip hop scene. And Baltimore has been rich in the music scene for a long time. You know, back in the day, way back in the day with the Royal Theater on Pennsylvania Avenue. You know, fast forward to the 90s with the Drew Hills and the Ruffins, the Marios. But we've never really had our hip-hop scene to stick out. So this is something brand new for the culture, brand new for Baltimore. It's just, you know, something new. It's something different.
Okay. All right, so, I mean, I see what you're saying as far... I mean, I guess I can agree with you as far as, like, mainstream-wise, because if you compare the hip-hop scene to what, like, Drew Hill and Ruffins have done mainstream, I see what you mean, but, you know, like, the hip-hop scene still has been here.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know what I'm saying? You know, people like been doing their thing like for years. Right. You know, we just had the conversation. Shouts out to the dude Poison. We was talking about like star status, and rest in peace to Mr. Wilson. But you know, they had been doing it.
Oh yeah,
you know,
definitely.
Like regardless, like you know, they never went mainstream.
Right.
But like you know, I know y'all remember them. Like I remember like the tape.
Yeah.
Like the Mr. Wilson tape. When my goddaughter was first born, I seen Mr. Wilson tape sitting on top of the TV when we took Kiara home. Like, where you get this tape from? You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely been around, but y'all decided, yo,
take it mainstream.
We want to document it and push it in the mainstream direction.
Try to give it some visual.
Like, that was the focus, you know, with guys like I saw Mr. Wilson, even in the clubs, see like Miss Tony, Doodoo Brown, that whole Unruly. Even going back to that, you know, we wanted to give it a voice. Everybody's seen it on MTV, BET, you know, specifically the club music scene. But as far as like, you know, this city having so many different types of hip hop, from the backpackers to the street guys on the corners just spitting, you know, we wanted to give these guys a voice and a platform to just get their art and their music out there.
Okay.
For everybody to hear, you know, just to let people know that Baltimore is a city that has a very cultural, artistic scene.
All right. Yo, I'm going to get into some music right quick, and then we're going to come right back. I got the brothers from Cars Entertainment in the building, and the DVD that's finished, that's out right now, is Paused in Time. And it is a documentary on Baltimore's hip-hop scene. I mean, not even just the hip-hop scene. I mean, you got, you know what I'm saying, the club scene up in there. You got the spoken word artists with the poetry.
Yes, sir.
You know, so we going to get into that in a few minutes. I'm going to talk to y'all about that as well. You know, we're going to play some music, and then we be right back. It's Strictly Hip Hop 88.9 FM. Keep it where you got it.